Yeah, and so the work I do is I'll get everything done ahead of time so that when you test drive, there's no surprises, there's nothing left to do. And typically, what I do for my customers is if they're ready with their money down, whether it's a trade in with a title or some cash down, and who knows, maybe with your job time and income, the banks may compete differently. I'm just going to send you a link to the inventory. I'm going to preset it, and it should show up through the link where you're searching the inventory low to high on the price. So, like, if you don't want to go over 500 a month, you might be able to get like a new Renegade or like a newer, a, lower miles. Like I could explore that SUV for you. That might be under 500 a month for sure. But then also feel free to text me a couple of ideas. The only reason I'm exploring a new one is to see if I can capture a low interest rate offer for you, and then it ends up making sense. Otherwise, you have to like maybe look for something under 15. You're open minded to pretty much, but yeah. So down payment. Are you working with anything now, or should I see what I can get away with? Let me see what I can. Well, 1,500 is usually a solid down payment that gets the most offers. Let me tell you why I'm asking you to send me a 2 or 3 vehicles you'd consider after reviewing what we have, and I'm going to also explore my own ideas for you. But some of the vehicles may not have a strong enough book on a high risk deal. If the credit's below 600, we end up having to find the vehicle that makes sense on the amount financed versus the value. I cannot show the bank a $10,000 car that they're asking 13 for, right? So those are the cars that get kicked out immediately. And listen, the banks will buy those deals with people with good credit. So consider yourself kind of lucky in a way. The trucks that you're going to find in like the $15,000 or less price point are going to have well over 130, 40, 50,000 miles or more, okay? So those vehicles are just out of the question because the bank's going to cut the term down. The payment's out of whack. We don't want it. What you're looking for is something that's $15,000 with 60,000 miles or less, maybe 70,000 miles or less. Now, if the miles go up, the price should come down. As the miles go up, the price comes down from 15,000. Otherwise, we risk being out of whack with your goals. Listen, I would try to deliver the vehicle to you today if I could, but the only thing that'll be stopping the deal right now is the down payment. So I can't. They don't do them. I couldn't deliver the car. What I can do is start working on lining it up. You could test drive. We can mark it hold sold, but they cannot deliver. See, here's the reason there's a conflict. The dealer has to provide to these banks on the higher risk deals proof of down payment at the time of delivery. So I have to have a timestamped receipt. Otherwise, they start questioning whether or not, because it forces a hardship later on for the customer. It, starts snowballing on them money. Sounds like you're a shaker and a doer. You got really good income. You got strong job time. I could try to see if Linda, do you want me to try to see if I could find a new vehicle with no money down? So, let me try. That's the only way I'd have for today. What I'm going to look for is something with a big rebate, and maybe I could look at the Equinoxes too, but I'm looking for something with a really big rebate that can keep, a new car payment down. That's my goal right now. I'm taking it from that approach as something that whatever we can get away with.